EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for the weekend, August 3rd and 4th, 2019. For your Saturday, we're going to have another day with a chance for isolated thunderstorms. I think it's going to be a less coverage than what we saw yesterday. We had a little bit of some organization as we got into the late afternoon and early evening hours where these storms started to converge together and produce some pretty good light shows in some areas and some heavy rain. I don't think we're going to be as connected today or converged, so we will have more spread out, isolated activity this afternoon and evening. Pretty much the same time frame as yesterday, looking at kind of like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon for initiation, going all the way through mid-evening, and then after dark that will dwindle down. But a little more isolated today compared to what we saw on Friday. Here's a look at noon here on the NAM high-res future simulated radar. As move this forward into early afternoon, you can see some initiation here with some very isolated pop-up stuff here, moving off to the south and east. This is going to be mainly for the interior today, northwest of I-95, and they're going to be few and far in between. And today is a little bit more isolated than yesterday, of course, and this goes all the way into the mid-evening hours before we start to see them fizzle after dark here. So that is going to be today. Again, looks like about a 1, 2 o'clock initiation. Maybe 3 o'clock further east, but it looks like at 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon you get some initiation with some isolated thunderstorms popping up, and then it will go straight, that threat will go straight through the mid-evening hours until we get after sunset and we start to see some of those die down. But otherwise today it is partly cloudy, and we have temperatures that are going to be near average or maybe near to slightly above, right around 85-ish or thereabout. Once we get to Sunday, the showers and storms are behind us. Might be an isolated shower in the central PA regions here, but according to the NAM anyway, we'll revisit that as we get into throughout the weekend. We'll get into that a little bit better. But right now it looks like as we get on Sunday, it is mostly dry for everyone here. Partly cloudy skies, a little bit warmer, and then we go to Monday. We go back down to what we are as far as highs today. So very similar, mid-80s again. The next couple of days going to be mid-upper 80s, kind of alternating back and forth. So we'll be in the upper 80s on Sunday, back to the mid 80s on Monday, and then back up into the upper 80s on Tuesday. We are looking at dry conditions through that period, so we should be mostly sunny here partly to mostly sunny on Monday, and then Tuesday is partly cloudy ahead of the next frontal boundary, which will be off to the northwest. I don't think you're getting any precipitation here on Tuesday. That probably comes Wednesday with this boundary moving further south and east along a prefrontal trough axis. You could have some isolated thunderstorms here later on Wednesday, and then once we get to Thursday, it becomes a little bit more scattered, and we have scattered showers and thunderstorms that will continue into the afternoon here on Thursday. Now, there's a disagreement with how fast this front moves, and I think it's primarily going to be a Thursday thing, but there are some models indicating that we have some Friday activity as well. Scattered showers and thunderstorms late in the day here on Friday as well. A lot to be worked out. A lot of different moving parts and pieces from the middle to the end of the next week. Still have to be ironed out by the models. There's still kind of that range where they're guessing. Some runs it'll show very little. Next runs it'll show a lot, and then they'll probably meet somewhere in the middle, and we'll narrow down the days exactly what we're dealing with at the end of next week once we get into the next video, which will be for Monday morning. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for the weekend, August 3rd and 4th, 2019. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.